fellow YouTubers. This is Sidevale here, coming with my second video in the How to Beat Quantum. I am now on Sidevale, which I'll load. We've got a couple of guys who are actually stuck on this one, and I think it's purely just because it's quite a confusing base to look at. So we're going to get this loaded up now. You can have a quick look at it and see what I mean by that. So yeah, it's quite a confusing one. Essentially it's got this kind of, it's almost like an upside down duck, but a lot of people don't really seem to be knowing where to go for. So the side that I chose to go for, or I choose to go for, because I've not done it yet, is this side here, and it's because there's two high hit point buildings sitting in that kind of bottom section. It lets Viscaria build up where she needs to build up. I can then do my flyby straight across to hit this next high hit point building. I'm not taking all that much damage because there's not that much that can hit me. For some reason he's placed these buildings in a way that your dragon's actually completely protected. The building that I am mainly focusing on is this arrow launcher just there, because I know that that has the lowest kind of hit point value. So I'm just going to do another flyby and take that out, and then going to drop in my ice elementals, which are going to get destroyed immediately, and drop in two sets of soldiers, and we'll see if they can do enough damage in this short period of time, which they can. So that's it. That's how to defeat this base with two sets of soldiers. I'm going to use more now, purely because I want to take out as much of this base as possible. Can't be giving these guys too much of a big head, thinking that they can beat the mighty Sidevale. So yeah, just basically going through, destroying the rest of his defences that are here. You could potentially also have gone for a top down in the section that I'm now in at the moment, the bubble. You could have gone in there and you could have fought your way down. These side points here, there and there are pretty ineffectual. He didn't have all that much in them. They had the troop portals and some skywatchers, which really wasn't going to protect his SH all that much. So that's the way to defeat that. Two sets of soldiers, which is not a problem at all. Getting wished good morning, because yes, it is good morning to me. So let's have a quick look at Hycon's base. Okay, we've seen this layout before. Essentially, this side's built up because it's weaker in defence, this side's higher in defence. He's got the section down here. I think this is going to be another pretty straightforward one. I am going to change my troop loadout for this, but let's go back. So don't be afraid to do this, guys. I have my favourite troop loadout. I will go to that as a matter of just being most comfortable the way I use it. The way I do videos is not necessarily the only way to do them. It's just the way that I think is easiest with the lowest amount of troops. So as you can see, I've chosen some maulers this time purely because that skywatcher is in an extremely pesky position. So I'm just going to let them do what they do best, which is take out defences, and then in goes Viscaria. So because that Skywatcher is now taken out, his defence completely and utterly relies on the fact that that Skywatcher is there, which yeah, makes sense, but it's not all that effectual in that as soon as it's taken out, then that's it, you're in this base. What I'm targeting this time is the gold smelters because they are the lowest hit point buildings. I've created my hole, and in go my ice elementals. Now, I do have a bad habit of this, and probably someone will comment on it at some point. Alex, you always forget about Viscaria when she's finished doing her fly pass. That's because that's what she's there for. I don't mean to be mean, but that's her job. If she's finished her fly passes, then I'm happy. So as you can see, that's me finished it. I have actually taken quite a lot of damage just there. It wasn't a perfect attack. I probably could have done that better. I've dropped in my last set of soldiers purely just because I want to take out as much as possible. It's more a personal thing than actually being of any benefit to anybody. But yeah, as you can see, that's it. That's how you get into the stronghold. There's a weak gold smelter there, and there's one up here. If you target them, that's your hole into the base, and you can then kind of continue onwards. So that's that one taken out, nice and easy, and we'll move on to the next one. So that's us, got enough, quite a few loyalty points, and we're now on to Big Blue Bees. So a few people have got stuck on Big Blue Bees. Let's have a quick look at his base. Pretty strong base actually. I can see why people are getting stuck at it. Quite a lot of kind of interference, I call it, essentially around the outside and then in the middle. Frustratingly, I think this top section is probably going to be best. Let's have a quick, we'll have a quick go at this. This might not be the best way to show you how to attack. Okay. Now, by default, the Scaria has to be down here. Reason behind that, well, it's all pretty badly defended. So, in she goes, and she's getting hit. So, doing my first flight up. She's going off at weird and wonderful angles, which is just fantastic. Thanks, Visk. And she's been taken out already. So she's done the damage to this top section, and this is the way that I want to go in. I'm using wall breakers. I really should have used wardens. And the soldiers are going to get caught up chasing absolute tripe, which is great. And they're just going to try and tunnel in here, or funnel in. Taken out because I didn't change up my stats from last time. Brilliant, well done. Well done, Sidevale. Yeah, okay. So that's definitely not the way to do that one. I thought that top section looked a little bit weaker. Essentially, it's this bottom section that's weaker. So let's go in and we'll get that done for us. Review, I don't want to review that. That was a disaster. So we're going to go straight in, do another battle. It's actually quite a strong base. It's quite built up walls. I think she's done a really good job here. There doesn't seem to be a weakness in that middle section. I'm going to change up my troops because it's not my favourite way of attacking. I prefer to have my wardens there, punching holes and stuff. And just in case, because you know me, I like to take a just in case. I think I'll probably go for another set of wardens. Okay, so biggest mistake I made was I got caught up in the bottom section. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that spell tower attack me. There's no other air defences really in this section. So let's do a fly straight across, and then we'll do another one straight across with the idea of going for this spell tower just here. The Scaria went down before I could get my final flyby done, which is a little annoying. In go my soldiers now. As soon as possible I want my wardens in. There's another set of wardens. I'll let them cause some havoc, and they should be taking out the SH nice and easy for me. In go my last set of soldiers, not that I needed them. But yeah, 2 sets of wardens, 2 sets of soldiers and paladins, and that's a way to take out that stronghold in that side. Now everything else is going to get taken out because it's a higher level than me. I'm only SH10, I think it's SH12, but that's me taking it out. That last set of soldiers wasn't needed, so that would be the way to do that. So 2 sets of wardens, 2 sets of soldiers, 1 set of paladins. So that is that now taken out. Now, I know that's only 3 in a video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after make a bit of a rash decision on Big Blue Bees, I am going to take a pause. I'm going to look through these bases one more time, and then I'm going to come back. In fact, I think I'd already figured out kilts. Had indeed already figured out kilts. What we'll do is we'll do this one and then I'll save the last two. So, kilts. This was the one I was actually most worried about. I really like this base design. Essentially what it does is it funnels you to have to go for this bottom section. It's the way that I decided to go. I don't think it's the only way to go, but it's the whole reason the base is laid out this way. So I'm going to go for my soldier, paladin and mauler attack. I'm going to drop my maulers straight away and I'm going to shield them up. I need rid of this Skywatcher as soon as possible, and it's not happened for me, which is not great. So in goes Viscaria. Hopefully with 2 fly pasts I'll be able to take it out. Essentially the idea is that once that Skywatcher is gone, it's like a key in a lock. As soon as it's gone, the base becomes much more tenable in terms of using a dragon to attack, but she's been taken out so quickly. So basically what I'm going to have to do is just try and rush this. Now, as I said to you before in my first video, it's not about where you place your guys to begin with, it's about where you place your last set, and that's really what I'm going to be counting on here. Oh, come on, give me some mana. There we go. Right, so my soldiers are getting absolutely taken out here. Not brilliant. The base design essentially does this. It forces you to go into this section here, up the right hand side. And they get dragged kind of up this middle section. So brilliant base. Can't say anything more. It was the one that I was worried about when I first looked at it. I have a different idea of how I'm going to do this. And as a result of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you that technique. Thank you for watching. As I said to you, I'm not aiming for these to be perfect videos. You can go on YouTube and you can find guys who win game after game after game. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you the best way to go through it. And by showing you why I've failed, showing you things that haven't worked, I'm hoping that that will ultimately lead you to do better. So what I'm going to do is we'll leave it here. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to come back to you with the final 3. That's me, Sidevale out.